Greetings. Good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you had a lovely weekend and felt lots of love yesterday while we celebrated Valentine's Day. Here in Ontario, we're celebrating Family Day. So if you're having a day off, I hope you're having some fun outside with your family, whether that's a fur babies or just even just acknowledging that it's a day off for lots of people. So we're here to do our usual check-in. So if you're here with me live, say hi. And as you know, we've been working through my letting go card system, one card at a time. And so today is quite an auspicious one because energetically we just saw the new moon on Thursday. So this was about setting intentions and flowing with what we want to create. But when I said about auspicious, because there are five, I believe it's five planetary bodies in the sign of Aquarius, which is very much about watching your thoughts. It's about a light-hearted finding the spiritual meaning in everything and finding your own connection, your own heart connection to all that is. So this is a lovely time to be just following your rhythm. Good morning, Sheena. Nice to have you here. So following your rhythm, and just maybe it's about slowing things down enough to find out what is the best way for you to navigate, to make choices or make changes, or just become aware of you creating everything that you experience. And so that's what this is being supported, that we get to find our best rhythm, set intentions, and then walk towards them. But always remember that you're a spiritual being having this experience, and you get to navigate the things that show up. Sometimes things show up that are not our preference, but that's all it is. It's just not our preference. And understanding that every time something shows up that's not our preference, the thing that we prefer is already there. One doesn't ever exist without the other. So this is about really getting clear on just sometimes you recognize there's a situation that I don't prefer. There's an opinion I don't prefer. There's a pattern I don't prefer. That's fine. Don't get caught up in beating yourself up or being thinking, oh gosh, what's wrong, or what did I do wrong? Because that's going to keep you stuck. It's fast moving. We get to say, oh, next, don't want that, next. And that brings us to what it is I'm encouraging us to feel into and to look at letting go of. And I said it was auspicious, but this is a big one. So the next card in our sequence, it's fear. So where does fear show up for you? Do you get into little patterns of, oh gosh, if I make the wrong choice, or things aren't going to go the best way for me, or maybe paying attention to headlines and news and getting caught into thinking that you aren't the master of your universe? Sometimes fear can derail you or stop you from the truth of saying to yourself, I trust. So sometimes we don't know what the best choices are, or we don't know what the what's going to happen next. But when we get stuck in fear, we've forgotten to trust us and trust that, like I said, we are the masters of our universe. And so if things are a little bit resisty, when we trust, we can stop that resistance, right? That whole thing of what you resist persists. So if you keep putting some kind of attention on, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, it just gets bigger, right? So perhaps fear could be doing that in some way. So just sit in with that. Where does fear limit you or hold you back from claiming your power or your amazing capabilities? Now that's how that's kind of resonating or feeling for me. See how it shows up or feels for you. But I'm going to read this out of my book here to see if this helps you go a little bit deeper with it. So fear is essentially a lack of trust. That's what I was just saying, right? Fear is essentially a lack of trust in ourselves. Due to experiencing this sense of fear, we tend to not trust life itself. In other words, we don't trust that we're being taken care of on a higher level. Obviously, we're going to feel fear because we can't control everything in our lives. When we let go of fear, we relearn trust. This is called taking a leap of faith and trusting in the power within that is connected to universal intelligence. Remember, the power that supplies our breath is the exact same power that created the universe. So just breathe into that. How can you come in touch with that powerful connection that you have within? And maybe just by focusing on your breath, you can actually let some of any kind of fear-based thinking or limitation, you might be able to just start releasing some of that simply by taking some deep breaths. One of my favorite breathing techniques that I teach a lot of my clients and students is the breathe deeply in through your nose and then sigh it out loud, and do a few sequences of those. I believe that's like a off switch for our amygdala, which is the part of our brain which creates that fight or flight response. So when we're in that fight or flight response, then fear is being generated more and more. But if you do this, it tells your amygdala everything's okay. Your head might be telling you, oh my God, but your physiology settles into the present moment and you start saying, oh, it's okay. Right in this moment, you are actually okay. So just feel into that. I'm just shuffling my tarot cards here because I like to draw us one tarot card, and then I'm going to do 3 of Doreen Virtue's angel cards just to see and get some more nurturing, loving support on this idea of letting go of fear. Well, now look at this. Because the death card in the tarot card system means it's the end. It's done. You're done with fear. You're done with allowing fear to stop you seeing the powerful connection that you have with the universe. It's right here in this moment for you. And so the beautiful thing about that is there is no, maybe I'm going to keep a little bit, or maybe I will have a fearful reaction at certain situations. No, it doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve you. Now, there's different types of fear. So you want to watch it, because sometimes, I've said this before, if I'm walking along a ledge on a mountain and there's a long drop, then fear is going to keep me safe, because it's going to keep me alert to saying, watch where you put your feet. But then, of course, when I'm at the top or off that, then it's gone, right? So dialogue with if fear comes up to see, is it that kind that's saying, watch, be aware, but that's keeping you present, right? Whereas fear based on, oh my God, and making up a scenario or feeling out of control, maybe you need to just bring your awareness, do that breathing technique I just shared with you, bring your awareness into the current moment and see. You could even ask yourself something like, what is mine to deal with in this situation or in this environment or wherever it is you are? Hope that makes sense. As always, when I share these things and something comes up for you, please make sure that if you need some support or further guidance, reach out. You can put it in the comments below or just reach out to me personally. I'm here to support this idea of letting go what no longer serves us, so that we can really, really access the amazing power that we are and create a beautiful, harmonious, spiritual-based life experience. So let's see what angel cards come up for us today. Oh, this is awesome. Look at this. Freedom. When we learn to let go of fear, we actually get to experience freedom. Remember that you are a spiritual being. You are the one at a soul level that decided you were going to have this experience, and everything is evolving in your best interest. So that gives us huge freedom when we do that. And then when we feel freedom, we actually we feel harmonious within, and that actually helps us see more and more harmony and create more and more harmony around us. So the suggestion here is to watch your dreams. I've often said too that when we need to resolve something or figure something out, or even just check in with the guidance of our higher self, it is often coming through to us symbolically sometimes, and sometimes in specific answers if there's something that you're ruminating about or trying to work out. So following your dreams. I hope this makes sense and serves you. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. Watch and dialogue with any patterns of fear and see if some of the suggestions that I've shared with you today help you say, thank you. That was then. I don't need fear to keep me safe because right here, right now, I am safe. Much love to you. Have a beautiful week. Thank you for watching.